Right, indeed. And of course, we were talking about this just now, and it looks like they finally got their chance to make it out here. Let's see if Ink Sun's really got what it takes to clean it up, or have we been seeing quite the devastation with our new sponsor team with Nightmare? Let's get to it. Both running with the ballpoint, they have a machine as well, and of course with the only other contestant here, with one with a more aggressive like front line with a support, and the other one, both of them just holding down to very offensive turf control means, which I think is very good when it comes to spy zones, but we'll see how it goes up for this one.
Definitely, we do say Nightmare here trying to parry this parry the jet, but they pop crab into the jet. Joe might go down here, but as I say that, no, they're able to find a pick on Beam, and they're able to find the trade on Nico.
2-1, 2-1.
Performance, yeah, definitely. Miner here is going to be able to go for the cleanup. One goes down on the side of InControl, two go down on the side of it, three go down on the side of InControl Red Sun. They won't even let me finish my sentence.
Tell me about it. And now with the kind of situation that they're in, definitely looks like they've got a lot to work with. Miner just wants to make headways right now straight for the goal, and he does indeed, not getting punished whatsoever because of the lack of turf on the side of Ingrid Suns, and this is not looking good. They have a 20-point, average 20-point lead, right? And they've got something to prove right now, which is that they can defend. That masterclass you're talking about, might want to take a chapter out of that one.
Definitely, if InControl Red Sun wants to take out a chapter out of Saunders' book, well, I really don't know why they would. They lost. But if they do, that defensive masterclass we saw in that Clan Blitz MakoMart game last set, that's what they're going to want to see. But they can't really go on the defensive masterclass that we want to see because they have to push. They're losing. If they don't push and they just instead purely stall, it's not going to go well. And as I say that, InControl Red Sun go 3 down. Oh, Nico does find a good pick. Nico finds 2! Wow!
That's kind of spicy. I got no words for that one.
I don't think anybody does. We're going to see InControl Red Sun, though. We're going to see the Power Clam go up to Plat and Crim pop that Inkjet. Pellu here trying to, weasel their way out of getting Inkjetted, and we do see B picking up the Power Clam, picking up the Tactic Cooler, which is a new pick we haven't seen from InControl Red Sun. We didn't see them run the Zap.
Oh, we did in the previous few games, but like it was just kind of the same thing as usual, right? You have a very frontline composition that just allowed the Nico to just go in ham. But it just wasn't something that they really needed, especially since how dominant they were. And I think pulling it up right now is because they understand the situation. They cannot just work with that alone. They need a little bit of push just for them to work it out.
Definitely, InControl Red Sun getting their first push, but unfortunately it's not really enough to get the lead. They only get that standard, only singular 20-point Power Clam push. We are going to see Storm here painting up with Miner and Pellu, and they're going to start, bringing up that big push that we might be able to see. We do see 1 special, 2 special, 3 special, 4 on both sides with 2 on each. Now 3 coming out
popping off
from Sway here. We do see some Storm, sorry, trying to, weasel the way out of the missiles with the crab. We do see 2 specials, though, on the side of InControl Red Sun at the ready still. Oh, both get popped. This is going to be very dangerous for Nightmare. The Booyah Bomb comes out. The Inkjet comes out. Are they going to be able to find the pick? They find the pick on the machine, but they pop 2 specials for 1 pick. I mean, the Tactic Cooler does come out, though, now, and they have map control, so, some say it'll be worth it, some say it won't. We'll just have to find out.
And I mean, definitely looks like it's on the side of worth it right now, as they're able to just hold their ground here and just make a slight push and a variation, but they don't really make anything off of it. That is the biggest issue I have right now, because no power clams are in play. Nothing to really push their advantage with the amount of turf control they had for how much they popped off, and now it's slowly starting to seem like there might be a little bit of a disadvantage with the lack of specials. They still have the Tactical on standby though, popping it off right now, and they might be able to make a play here against Pellu.
Pellu, though, is able to find one with the jet. They might be able to find a second. They do not, unfortunately, but they have that Power Clam at the ready. They are going to be able to get into mid, and this is where Pellu thrives best. That ballpoint is very good at zoning, and I've personally seen Pellu play many times, and Pellu is very good at zoning. But as I say that, Storm is able to find a connection with the basket. Joe does go down, but now the lead for InControl Red Sun seems a little bit more out of grasp than it did before. Pellu still has that Power Clam from before, and Miner and Pellu both have specials. InControl Red Sun has the special output to match them, but do they have the mechanical skill? Do they have the advantage? Do they have the turf control? There's so many factors here that come into play on whether or not InControl will be able to clutch out the lead.
Right indeed, and as well we look in for it, there is almost very low chance they can make a comeback here, but I love to contradict myself, so please show me otherwise. As they are trying to make headways though, unfortunately it looks like on the side of Inkblot, they're slowly withering away and their power climb is just nowhere to be seen as it slowly dissipates. They have no one to pick it up. This is game.
That has got to be a nightmare for... Oh my days, an Amber Alert just popped off on my phone. I am so sorry. That has got to be a nightmare for InControl Red Sun. They love proving us wrong, but unfortunately they aren't going to get the proofs they need. And Sway Nightmare is going to be able to take game 1. And if you are wondering, viewers, where in the world did Splat's own Barnacle and Dime go? Well, Nightmare decided to ban that early. So we are going to go ahead and head over to Tower Control Inkblot Academy.
Right. Inkblot Academy, not exactly a very fun map to play with, especially with the giant pillar in the center, just kind of blocking you and walling you off. But with Tower Control, stands to reason that it's pretty fun. Yes, you still have to walk the whole round around the academy just to get to the top there if you need to reconvene with your team and if you're not on a tower, but makes for a lot of interesting plays when you're on the bottom. I mean, you know, on one hand, yes, if you're the team that's being pushed, you have the high ground, you have a chance to make a comeback. On the other hand though, lots of plays can be made, especially with a team coming in like with Nico, who's able to just swim in very quickly to take very fast picks. I think we have something going for them moving in for Red Sun for this round.
Definitely here, and while you're talking about all these mechanical things about Tower Control Inkblot Academy, the chat in the viewership right now is clowning on my EAS alert for the Amber Alert, calling it a big run alert. Unfortunately, I can't predict the future. There's not going to be another big run for a little bit of time soon, but you know what there is going to be soon? Tower Control Inkblot Academy Winners Finals Game 2. We are going to see the... No, not the same comp. I'm sorry. Nico has swapped off of the Wiper and gone to Nautilus. And we do see comp changes from both. We no longer see the Joe Splash. We see the Joe Try coming out here. We see InControl Red Sun kind of rushing this right as they're opening. Meanwhile, Nightmare Sway, you know, taking a more all-around approach. Are they going to get up the tower quickly? They are. We already see one go down on the side of InControl Red Sun. And this is just how this set has been going. Nightmare's going to be able to get this early first push, and then they're going to be able to stall a little bit. InControl Red Sun might break through once or twice, but Nightmare's been able to stall. That's what we saw in the first game. Let's see if we see it in the second.
I mean, with the change of the Tri-Slosh right here, I mean, it's definitely very different from the Tri-Slosh from Splatoon 2, where you get Ink Armor, so instead you get Ink Jet. So instead of Prey, now you Slay, and you're hoping to make something work out of it. However, it doesn't seem like this is the right composition at the moment, especially with the Nautilus coming in with a lot of firepower on their side and turf control. It's a little bit hard to say how this might pan out, because on one hand, you have a strong burst coming from Nautilus, which allows them to really take fights very well, but once you're out for the count for quite a while.
Definitely, we do see the Booyah Bomb coming out from Academy. The InControl Red Sun does have the lead. The Try picks up to Joe Sway. More like Joe Slay. What a double.
Yeah, let's go. Making the same jokes that we did 10 years ago. Still making it work. Making it sound fantastic. And now we do see Joe moving in for the corner right here with the Inkjet and trying to make some picks here. With the Booyah Bomb completely swinging them off. Not something I would like to see, but definitely scattering them is probably one of the plays that they can make here. And they do take one pick here. Just not from the side for Joe. Pelu now holding on to the point here with the Splatty, making something work here and trying to cover his bases with the team. And it looks like Nightmare might have something to work with here for a 2-0 if they have anything to say about it.
Definitely here, Nightmare is able to push his tower. They're going further and further, tick by tick. This tower counter is going down. Pelu right now is getting that temperature, but as I say that, Nightmare goes down 2. InControl Red Sun goes down 1. It looks like they are going to go ahead and back up, but they're going to get the jumps in from the 2 down that Nightmare just faced. Oh my god, I'm hiccuping. Jesus, this is not the time to hiccup me. This is time to get hype, because InControl Red Sun might have a counter push.
Indeed, and as we look at it a little bit further, we do see Nautilus again being that menace that I was talking about, holding the charge and just moving in bit by bit. He doesn't need to just, you know, burst his load just immediately in one shot, but then again, busting a nut right now, not the worst thing that can happen here, as we do see a contention with the 2 Inkjets.
Definitely here. You said Nico was going to be a valuable asset to this team to deal with the Inkjets, and he got so much chip on those Inkjets. And now we see In Control Red Sun, as my good friend Joe Biden says, they have the soda!
And the solar definitely comes in clutch right here, and unfortunately for them, they don't realize that the tower is not being taken out, having to send Beam back all the way, losing his prime position at the front. And that's not something I want to see coming in from the Enzyme. I want to see the Enzyme really go in and really dishing the damage here, even though he's a support kind of weapon here with the special. He does not need to wait it out, and now Beam, having set out Tactical, can go back into the fight once again.
Definitely here, and with that intensified action up that we were talking about earlier, with that tactical, he's going to be able to be more accurate with those shots. We do see Crim popping up the ballpoint Inkjet, sorry, and we are going to see maybe a checkpoint to capture from In Control Red Sun.
Definitely a checkpoint capture.
Definitely a checkpoint capture. We are going to see the crab coming out from Nightmare. Admir is trapped in the mist, but it's not going to matter much because they have Tactical Cooler. They have the QR. Did that Tactical Cooler run out in time? We don't know. We don't get to see it because Joe is slaying some more. They have the Jet at the ready. Are they going to go for that pick on the Uninkable there? Oh, and we got a Jet 1v1 on our hands, folks.
They opted to choose not to go for the fight. However, we do see one pick each from the Jet, and this is not looking good as they also get taken out just like that. Now, of course, the Nautilus is going to be the anchor for the time being, holding on to the ground here with Beam, and of course, none other than our dear Ballpoint Slightly just holding on for just a little bit longer, waiting for the opportunity. Nico now comes in with the Tactical and is able to make some havoc right now.
Havoc and G3 go down on the side of Nightmare, and that might be the lead for In Control Red Sun. No specials are out on the field right now, but the ballpoint Splatling Pelu is down right now. Checkpoint 3 has been broken. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 2? 2? 2? What? There it is! In Control Red Sun!
Never surrender! Hold the 2!
That was definitely
the 2 got the W!
The 2 gave them the W.
Oh god. Oh, this is definitely one of those games you don't want to miss. And the only downside to this is maybe we might not see a game 3, but I want to believe in a dream that Inkred Suns, they might have a 3-0 in the making right now, or reverse sweep here.
3-0? Nightmare already won a game.
Sorry, 3-1, but they get a reverse sweep right from here. They're looking definitely very convincing with that victory at the very end there. A little bit shaky, but still a very convincing one. Then now with Rainmaker as well, if you think about it, they definitely have something working down. And with the Nautilus on deck this time, Rainmaker bubble, yeah, it's gonna pop like a balloon.
Oh yeah, the balloon goes pop indeed. We are gonna see this
Rainmaker balloon goes pop 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 pop.
Definitely, we are. I don't think we can sing that on stream because it's gonna get copyright claimed.
Let's go! I mean, like, Disney was here already and we did not get the copyright claim, so we should be fine.
Yeah, we should be okay. But I think I put you on the spot last time, so I'm gonna put myself on the spot a little bit here.
No, that's not how it works, my good sir. That's not how it works, alright? I'm gonna put you on the spot. It's not fun when you do it to yourself. So I'm gonna ask you, will we see a return of the Splat Wiper, or can we get a Stamper in? I think a Stamper might be much more favorable, despite the kit not being something that Nico might probably pick up. But I have a feeling that Nico is cooking something with the Splatana, right, Nico?
That is true. We do see definitely some interesting Splatana plays from Nico here. I don't know if he's going to be able to bring out that Stamper, though. Those nerfs were pretty substantial, forcing the player to run Ink Saver main if they want that former Stamper glory. But on the terms of Nico bringing back that Wiper, you might be onto something. With the Splatana extra object damage paired with Object Shredder, that could go really well for a Rainmaker pop. We'll just have to see as we get into Game 3. Wow, that rhymed. With In Control Red Sun and Sway Nightmare in winners finals of Squid Junction 45. No.
All I'm hearing is that you're not a Splatana fan, you're a Splatana hater, and I'm just going to carry on. We have a double ballpoint this time on the side of Inkred Suns here, which is interesting because not only do you have 2 Inkjets on standby, you have 2 anchors, and both running very different kits.
Definitely, we do see the 52 Gal, one of the most high-capacity kill-power weapons in the game right now. Being brought out by Sway here. We do see Pelu get a huge pick with that ball plane. It looks like they're going to opt to take it left. Oh, the cancel was kind of spicy though. Nice suction bomb from Beam here. Looks like Beam's gonna try and fight for their life on the zap though. They're dancing around the block like some like musical or ballet recital or something. But Beam does manage to live. Not for much longer though. They die.
Not for much longer indeed, as we do see Nico just, you know, just sparing the jet right here and just trying to make something work here. The machine still has the Booyah on standby if he wants to really pop it off. Unfortunately, not gonna do it, and he's just gonna have to let the Rainmaker reset right there. Not something he wants to see, but not say the worst thing in the world though.
Yeah, and as we go into this little point of stagnation here, where Sway is just going to hold mid for a little bit, try to get a numbers advantage, let's take a look at the viewer predictions for who's going to win this set. We have Nightmare Sway getting 89% of the channel vote, with In Control Red Sun only getting 11. So if In Control Red Sun wins, that person who put their channel points in Control Red Sun, they're going to be paying off huge. But as I say that though, In Control Red Sun finds a triple kill, and Storm is forced to jump out. It looks like they're finally going to be able to get their first push in, and they opt to take it left, and there's the lead for your Red Sun.
And indeed, after we see that, we're gonna see how they can continue to make this push happen here. Their points are very close, not something I would like to have as well. I mean, 7-point difference, and they continue to push forward once again. You know, the 7-point is slowly clinging on to 27, and man, have I gotta tell you, that is not a lead I like to see. 69 is a nice number and all, but we don't want to be at that position right now.
Definitely, if I was Nightmare right now, I'd be looking for some picks, looking for some opportunity, and looks like that's what Pelu is about to look at for right now. They a double kill on a triple kill.
We got triple. We got triple.
For the Jet, oh baby, a triple. Oh yeah, and Nightmare is gonna be able to get this push just a little bit more spicy.
And of course, with Joe now having set up his wall here, he's in a very good position to just hold them back. Coming in from the back here, he unfortunately does not get the pick here, and this looks like he might get punished if he doesn't back off right away. He's in a weird fight, but unfortunately for him, he gets the trade, which is really bad for him, because he definitely wanted to stay alive a little bit longer to try and hold his team, because now there's no way they're pushing forward without him.
Definitely, we see another 2 on each go down. We do see
there we go.
Nightmare finally get the checkpoint. The 69 has been broken. Joe is no way. There's one. There's two.
Hey,
is he gonna find a third? Oh, but what a shark from Joe. This is gonna allow. I stand corrected. Everybody goes down to the Ink Jet, and Storm's the only one alive. The Ink Jet isn't enough to kill Storm, but Storm is able to get it to 36. But that was kind of a Leroy Jenkins desperation push.
It was a Hail Mary, and I really don't think it's worth it.
The Mary did not hail. The Hail Mary was not caught, and In Control Red Sun now has special advantage, now has turf advantage, and now has the ability to stall with his Rainmaker. So, oh, we do see a flank on that bottom left though. Joe is going for another flank. The whales coming out. Are they going to be able to find a pick? They do find one early on. They're going to be able to hunt Krim. Is Krim going to be able to survive? Joe does back off here with these drops.
This is not the ideal position though.
No, it is not, but 24
Ooh.
means that Nightmare will be able to get the jump and will be able to get the lead.
I'm definitely surprised at that. I mean, that was not a position they wanted to be in, because not only did they neglect the Rainmaker, but also there was nobody who was trying to contest them on the side of Ink Red Sun, which is definitely a devastating moment for them. They did not need to see that happen.
We saw this kind of last-ditch effort from the In Control Red Sun and Sonder matchup, where Sonder was able to get that little lead within the last minute. So can In Control Red Sun learn from their mistakes and try to convert their position like they couldn't do in the Sonder game? Admir is going to be able to, you know, farm for Jet for this ball point. Both the ball points, or one of them, sorry, is only at around 50 special track. They do see the tactical cooler. The soda is popped with 2 specials on the side of Nightmare. They might be able to stall this out. Pelu is going to be able to sit on this blast and just
Where's
sit.
the Booyah?
There's the Booyah. There's the Jet coming out from In Control Red Sun. There's the Jet coming out from Sway. We do have
Jet coming
at the ready. Storm is going for a pick. Nico goes for the mix-up, and it is a trade. We see 2 go down on the side of Sway, though. The Booyah bomb is up. Is that going to be a kill? 1 is found on the side of Nightmare, but is In Control Red Sun going to be able to find any picks? They're 2 down. The damage to the Rainmaker isn't that much anymore. They were able to pull up, but Joe's going for the kill. Joe's hunting for it, and Joe, the hunt has been complete. Nightmare takes game 3.
And they do take it very nice fashion right there. I mean, it was definitely looking very bad for them, and the final push there, just making it just out a little bit more than, you know, you would expect. Not too bad.
Not too bad indeed. This new Nightmare team, I'm pretty sure that Sway Esports org is going to be very happy with their new team pickup after the night with this performance. A nice little 2-1 lead into this winners final set. And we are going to go ahead and go to Splat Zones of MakoMart.
I don't know if they're happy about it though, because let me put it this way, because you know it's still a 2-1. It could turn into a 3-2, and then their sponsors go like, well, and so we've got to see how this works out. I honestly think there's a good chance that we can make something work here, but let's play it out slow.
Definitely, we have to wait for the end of this set, but remember, folks, the winner of this set gets that one-way ticket to Grand Finals, which is going to be absolutely huge for the team that wins this. We see InControl Red Sun ready up very, very quickly. Unfortunately, you can't see it, but we can. Commentators perks.
And of course, as we're gonna wait for how this pans out, once again, we are going to be going into Splat Zones, which is a mode that, you know, the double ballpoint splattlings might really excel in. They not only have the control with the as anchors, and they have the turfing power, they also have the double inkjet if they want to go on the offensive. So they've got something going.
Definitely. And if they choose to run this again, excuse me one moment.
Okay, hold on. While you're having one moment, hear me out here. Double ballpoint, double splash.
I was eating my food. Anyway, if they're going ahead with running that same comp, I like that double ballpoint idea, but not double splash. Here's something that the folks, especially North America, hasn't really considered. The power of zombie comp with double jet. We might be seeing the first double ballpoint double zap. We're just gonna have to see here. Is Red Sun going to be able to pull out the double zap? Oh no, it's a not. But I understand double zap is a gambit that you have to run. We do see double jet coming out from the side of Nightmare instead of Red Sun. And the other weapons are kind of normal. Joe is back on that Tri-Slosher though. That is what I like to see.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta get something going here.
Definitely, we see a Tacticooler being popped in zone for InControl Red Sun. They are now speedy, and they don't really need to value their lives, but they probably should because they want to win this neutral game. The Crab is able to pick the Jet. 2 go down on the side of InControl Red Sun. 3 go down on the side of InControl Red Sun. 2 go down on the side of Nightmare. Where did that come from? Beam was able to get a nice, healthy amount of picks, and all of a sudden, InControl Red Sun's already respawned, and Nightmare's still in their base. Powerful Tacticooler, folks.
I mean, it's definitely gonna say something about it. It's definitely that Tacticooler has made a slight difference into the gameplay here, allowing them to make a little bit more of a aggressive approach, but it's still not gonna account for the fact if they're right in your face. There's nothing you can do about that at that point.
Definitely, we see andNightmare here trying to get this Booyah, you know, finding a pick. They are going to elect to go on that drop too far to miss, but unfortunately Nightmare isn't really able to, you know, convert that drop miss into a pick because they're getting locked out right now. Not a single tick of this zone has been hit for Nightmare. As I say, that Miner finds a huge Fizzy Bomb pick. They are going to be able to charge that Booyah soon. LDE is now in full effect for Nightmare here, but they only have 20 ticks left. They gotta go, and soon we see 2 special coming out from Nightmare. 3 special is on the line. We do see a jet coming out. Are we gonna see a cycle jet? We are gonna see a cycle jet, but it doesn't matter. They all go down. InControl Red Sun is bringing this to a game 5 fast.
I mean, there was not much to say about this one. We saw it in the previous game as well. Very similarly, the counter picks were where they were really going for. And of course, they just brought it into the very end where it's more not as favorable of a matchup, but a matchup that they're able to still play on. And luckily for them, the game 5 is what we are going to see, as now we get to see our patented the logo later.
Definitely, that was the, I believe, the first zones map they've played, correct? Yeah, it was. So we saw InControl Red Sun go 2 for 0 on zones map in their last stream set against Saunders, and now all of a sudden we see Red Sun win another zones map. Is zones just the secret key to Red Sun's success? We don't know, really. But InControl Red Sun has elected to ban Clan Blitz Scorchgorge, so we are right heading into a game 5 on arguably some of the most memorable moments from Splatoon 2. This map created so many memorable moments in so many map modes. We're going to Tower Control Sturgeon Shipyard.
Let's hope to see how they can make it out. But again, it is gonna come down to the wire for this one. In Sturgeon Shipyard is not something that I would say has a lot of ways to work around. You have two ways to do this, right? And especially given the mode that we're playing, that's the biggest issue we have right now, which is tower. And tower, it's a pretty big steamroll once you hit the second checkpoint onwards. So they've got to make it very carefully. They have to tread very carefully from here. They don't want to go full aggressive and hard commit into a failed attempt. So they might go for a more balanced composition.
Definitely, and you also gotta consider the fact that these players aren't just playing for fun. These players aren't just playing for glory either, or for that crispy Sendu.Ink badge for the Squid Junction. Both of these teams are sponsored. Red Sun being sponsored by InControl and Nightmare being sponsored by Sway. They're fighting to keep their org's honor. So it's going to be very interesting how they treat this Game 5. Will they let that pressure get to them? Probably not. But it's going to be an exciting factor to play into this matchup.
Let's see how it goes. Now going for the next one, and we have them all set up ready. Go on the tri-slosher. I've got him on my back right now. I mean, tri-slosher means let's go with the try-hards, and now they're moving in for it.
Match point, let's go. We see a ballpoint machine splash Gal. Joe is back on that Gal, folks. Oh, and we already see the Gal get a pick. Wow, that was fast. I couldn't even articulate a sentence before Joe went in, and we see a crab getting popped. Nightmare's wasting no time right now. A crab pop, an early pick. What is going on? Oh, but unfortunately, Joe does. Very unfortunate. It goes down. They do find the counter pick though in the form of andNightmare. What just happened? They just all went down in an instant.
Yep, they just did. I mean, like, there's not much else to say other than GG's on that fight. That skirmish is definitely long gone here, but they still have a Booyah Bomb on the deck here for Ink Suns, and they're gonna hold on to it, see if they can make any plays here, as Ink Suns now has a slight advantage here, holding on to the first checkpoint. They want to make something work, and then Booyah Bomb just coming in clutch here to just buy them a little bit more time to get the first checkpoint. And basically, if they want to reclaim this tower again, it's a free smooth sailing right here. They can just regroup right now and take a better fight later on.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. You do realize that InControl Red Sun just did go 2 down, and now has a third stagger. Nightmare is currently pressuring Nico as well. They're now very much staggered with a 2-1-1 staggering system here. We are going to see Crim pop that ballpoint, try and get that stagger system a little bit fixed up so they can push together as a team again. Oh, come on, Crim, go for the Jet 1v1. Ah, the Jet expired.
Unfortunately for them, the Jet does expire. Palu is in the corner right now, and he's in a very precarious position as they do not find a way to make it out. Now, however, Cream can do another 1v1 here with the Splatling versus the Crab here, but it's not going to go out too much. He has to control the turf right now if he wants to make anything work. The Booyah Bomb giving him a little bit of space to work with here, and they might be able to reclaim the tower and set it back to neutral.
Definitely here, InControl Red Sun is also getting that power tower, the passive tower special charge buff while they're in control. They have lost control. The tower has reset it in neutral, but all of a sudden, 3 go down on both sides. It's now the 1v1 of the century. Beam versus Miner. Zap versus Machine. The tactic cooler has been popped in. Ooh, the trade. So it's going to be another 3-on-3 situation in this middle field. Pelu's backed up, though, with that ballpoint, and Pelu does go down. You don't want to be that close always when you're that ballpoint, even though you have so much killing power. Nico is going to be able to get a huge ability to pop that Jet, and the double Jet cycle might just be coming up. Is Nico going to find Joe? Nico finds Joe, but gets picked by Pelu, who wanted that revenge pick after getting forced in a mid. We do see the Machine going for the flank, and Storm popping that crab. The Machine goes down. Is the splash going to go down too? Soda has been popped on the tower. The ballpoint goes down again. Joe is able to clean up. Oh, but there's so many jumps. Joe can just get a free double here. There's 1. There's 2! Is there another one alive? Where's Nico? Oh, there he is.
And of course, in dominant fashion, I mean, they were able to just kind of like hold it back here, and Ingress was able to continue to take a strong dominant lead here, 18 points. They are almost there in taking out the entire game for themselves to Grand Finals. They have a good position coming in. They take Nico out. Unfortunately, Miner is in the position to now just kind of run it back down to tower and see if they can make anything work. But with the giant lead here of all the way to 18 points, they have to make something work here. They lose Storm in the process, not getting any more turf than they would have liked. And it looks like there's another push coming in for the side of Ink Suns.
In control strong, absolutely. The Nightmare goes 2 down. This might be Nightmare's biggest nightmare. Seed 1 falling to Seed 3 in Winners Finals. Nightmare might have to make a nightmarish losers run. We do see In Control Red Sun isn't really pushing the tower, which is actually the better play in this scenario. They're getting their players up. Instead, they want to play a stall game because they have that tactic cooler for the faster move speed in the quick respawn. They don't have to value their lives as much and can take a little bit more riskier fights, something that Nightmare doesn't have the ability to do. And Nightmare has to get those picks, but the picks don't matter as much because they respawn instantly. So now they have to get another set of picks to deal with In Control Red Sun's pressure, and In Control Red Sun's already back from the double that Nightmare just got. Nightmare is going down quickly. There's only 30 seconds left on this timer. Nightmare, I don't know if they can do it.
You know what? The first step to actually doing anything is to believe they can do it, and they've got something going right now. As Nico is trying to make around the corner here, they have something to work for. If they can take Nico out, that's the first step to going in as well. Because Nico is controlling so much space with a Tri-Slosher here. And of course, now that we're seeing that happen, though, Nico has to go back out, tough it up, and go back in. They have Inkjet on standby now as a defense mechanism for them. And that just means that we're going to see it pop up very soon in order to make a very hard pushback.
Here we go. Just a reminder, folks, this is Squid Junction 45 Winners Finals. Sway Nightmare versus In Control Red Sun. We see the 44 push. Is In Control going to be able to stall? They do. In Control Red Sun is heading to Grand Finals.
And I'm telling you right now, In Control Red Sun definitely deserves the spot. So the match to look out for in the Losers Finals then would definitely be on the side, first of all, calling out to your opponents of Ink Red Sun. We just saw them fight. And then we might potentially see them fight arguably one of the teams that almost took Ink Red Sun out, which is Nikola Jokic.
Nightmare, at the beginning of this set, I wanted to look at the viewer predictions and look at that one person who voted in the favor of In Control Red Sun. They put 732 channel points into In Control Red Sun winning it because the difference of how many people voted for Sway Nightmare, that one person is going home with 6,800 extra channel points in their account. Bingo bongo, what a vote! Because In Control Red Sun is the GOAT!
I mean, not much to say there. Definitely did something worthwhile, and they profit off that.
Definitely, but now that we are done on the side of winner's side, we are going to go ahead and go to a, small break as we are now looking at the spicier side of bracket. The one-off, one-all losers bracket, where one more loss in this tournament gets you donezo. We'll be right back with a losers set shortly. Stay tuned.